Hey guys, Sean Terry here, flip2freedom.com. Hope you are doing well. All right, so in this video, I'm going to share with you how to go out and make $100,000 in the next 12 months. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do, how many leads you need on a weekly basis to make this happen, what type of revenue you have to, well, obviously $100,000, how many deals you have to do, and what your cost per lead is. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how to calculate your KPIs if you don't know them. And if you don't have any KPIs, I'm going to give you some KPIs that we give new people that they can use as a baseline, and then be able to modify those numbers as they start reporting. So it's going to be a great video. I'm actually going to go into a spreadsheet and show you. And this idea came from a subscriber to the YouTube channel who left a comment below in the video and gave me an idea and said, hey, and it was in the video where we were talking about how we made $172,000 in 2 weeks. And he goes, well, how about $100,000 in a year? And I said, oh, we can do a video for that. So if you have any great video ideas, definitely leave in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. If you have any other suggestions, please leave in the comments below, and I'll definitely be able to look at them and answer those questions for you. All right. So if you want to go out there and crush it in the next 12 months, you want to make $100,000 a year in the next 12 months, you want to go out and build a team, you want to go out and quit your job, you want to go full time, and you want to make a bunch of money in the real estate wholesaling, then do me a favor. Click the like button, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos we're putting out. And the whole goal is obviously to help you go out there, and whether you're part-time or full-time, to go out there and build your real estate business. And wholesaling is one of the best ways to get started into real estate. All right. So first off, let's talk about making $100,000. So first off, I'm going to take you in the spreadsheet real quick and see what we're looking at here. Now, what we have here is it's called the revenue goals, and I call it like the revenue matrix. And what we have is we put a number in here of annual revenue you want to complete. This is weekly revenue, and these numbers are the numbers. We need basically three numbers. 15,000, 15,000 is the average profit, average deal size, like average profit per deal. Leads per contract, how many leads it takes for you to get a $15,000 deal, and the cost per lead. If you have those three numbers, we can predict and basically show you exactly what you need to do to generate $100,000 a year in revenue. Now, I'm going to let me zoom out real quick down here. So if I go here, KPI calculator, right, and I zoom in, actually over here. So if I do that, you can see you got total leads, you got total cost, contracts signed, total deals closed. Let me type that right there. Deals closed. There you go. Total deals closed 3, total revenue 117,000. And if you type in these numbers right here, you start tracking your numbers, it'll give you over here your KPIs: cost per lead, leads per contract, total leads per closed deal, cost per signed deal, deals closed, and then average deal size. So it'll give you your KPIs right here. Now, if I go over here and I look at this right here, and we say, okay, listen, here's let's say we use these as these numbers, and we're going to play with these numbers a little bit to show you what it does to the bottom line. So 15,000 average deal size, 25, and then $100. Now, if we look at this, and then I'll give you what basically the baseline is for brand new people and what their numbers kind of look like. So what this would mean is you got to do 7 $15,000 deals to do 100,000. We need to essentially generate 6 leads a week, 22 leads a quarter, or a total of 167 leads a year. Now, what I like to do is we track everything on a weekly basis. So I want to have a focus for the week and then a focus for the month and quarter. So if you know you have to, essentially do 167 leads a year, you know that, if you take 167 divided by 12, you got essentially almost 14 leads. Wait a minute. 167 divided by 12. There you go. Yeah, it's about 14 leads a month, 14 leads a month, or 6 a week. is per se what it says, right? So, and it's averaging up. So essentially, that's not a lot of leads. That's a part-time business. You can run on 6 leads a week. You can run a part-time business and be able to generate the leads, talk to sellers, make offers, and get contracts. So imagine having a side hustle where you can make $100,000 a year by just generating 6 leads a week. Now, let's go back in the computer right here. And we go out and do that. So now what would happen is 15,000, 2,500. So you got 7 deals, 6 leads a week. Total marketing spend is about 6,600. I hate that number. And then projected weekly marketing budget is 555, basically weekly marketing budget. And that's if you're basically doing, spending money on, on leads. Now, you can do self-generated leads. You can do, referrals. You can get any, stuff like that. So you can get self-generated type of leads that come in that will offset this type of, your cost and the amount of leads. For an example, if you get some self-generated leads by referral or by talking to people, and you get, self-generated deals. Let's say you get, 3 self-generated deals. Well, now you saved a lead cost in $7,500, and now your marketing budget weekly goes down to $305. So it really motivates someone to go out and try to find deals that will go out and it will offset that marketing budget right there. So you got self-generated $45,000 in revenue, $55,000 from a paid lead source. So what's going to happen is based upon these numbers, right? Let me put this back to 0, assuming that you don't have any self-generated. And when I first got started, I self-generated a lot. I knocked on pre-foreclosure doors when I got started. I sent some direct mail, and obviously there's a slight cost to that, but I hand wrote letters from my kitchen table when I got started. So that being said, you're going to have a total revenue of $83,300 with your spend here of $16,000. Now, let's play with these numbers real quick. Now, and let me give you what a good starting number would be. Now, most brand new wholesalers start out and they do about $10,000, 25 and 100. So these numbers are basically where someone would start out. So in this particular case, you have $833 a week in marketing. Now you can offset that with cheaper marketing avenues, such as you could do, there's pay-per-click advertising. It's going to cost you about an average of $85 to $100 a lead. You can do direct mail. It's going to cost you about $85 to $100 a lead, on a direct mail campaign. You can do texting, and texting is going to be a lot cheaper when it comes to getting leads. You can pull lists of phone numbers, distressed phone numbers from a company called DataZap. You can check that out, DataZap. And you can pull phone numbers right there and then text them. And we, for a texting platform, you can use something like Smarter Contact. That's what we use to, when it comes to our texting platform. Smarter Contact's a great company. So between DataZap and Smarter Contact, you can use those too and be able to text. Another one is you can handwrite letters just like I did when I first got started. You can cold call. So you can pull those lists of numbers. Not only can you text them, but you can get on the phone and you can call them. You could go into, say, REI Automator, and inside of REI Automator, you can pull a list of pre-foreclosures. You can skip trace them in the system and then be able to call or text those pre-foreclosures in whatever market. Now, I have a video that talks about the top 5 markets to hit. You can pick one of those 5 markets. You can pull a list of phone numbers for cheap from DataZap. You can text them, and you could potentially get a deal that way. You could call them. You could get a deal that way, or you can go to REI Automator, pull really distressed out of pre-foreclosures, and you can text or call them that way as well. So you can offset that cost of $100 per lead and get that lead cost lower by doing something. It's a little more effort on your part when it comes to actually reaching out to someone via text or calling to get those leads. But the bottom line is, I want you to focus on, the bottom line is this number right here. And it's this number right here. In this particular case, 10,000, we want to get right here, we want to get right here, 8 leads a week, 8 leads a week. So your focus is 8 leads a week. Now, it was interesting. I was on a call with a couple of, their mastermind, Syndicate 9 mastermind members, and they said, hey, can you look at my business? Can you see where we're at? And got on the line with them, and they were talking. And one of the guys said, "Hey, listen, we've been doing this for a couple months. We're trying to get this figured out. I'm going to give it 2 more months, and if it doesn't work, then I'm out." And I basically told him, I said, listen, dude, I said, if that's your attitude, just quit right now, because you can't, this is a business, this is a business. You don't buy a McDonald's and go, hey, if I don't make $1 million, I'm going to quit, and then now you're done at McDonald's, because you got so much invested. The reason why someone would have that thinking or attitude is because there's a low barrier of entry. They were texting and cold calling like, I haven't got a deal. If I don't get another deal in 2 months, I'm going to quit. Well, that is the wrong attitude. That's the wrong attitude. You need an attitude that I'm going to do this no matter what. And if you have that attitude, the universe submits to your success, because that knows that you're not going to give up. You're going to do whatever it takes legally, ethically, morally to go out there and crush it. So if you have that attitude with a resolve that I'm going to go make this happen no matter what, and you put forth that effort and energy, guess what? The right people, the right leads, the right deals, the right opportunities come toward you, and they start lining up. And that's how you get success. I don't think I've ever met any successful person on the planet that says, oh yeah, I just tried it out. I just wanted to see how it was going to work. I just just saw, I was just playing with it to see if it would work. No one ever successful that you and I look at that have all the lifestyles and the cars and the toes and all the stuff, right? Or the lifestyle, or the freedom to do what they want with who they want, ever approached something, or especially a business like that. So the next thing I told him, I said, okay, we got to alleviate that. Otherwise this call is worthless, right? You got to focus and be able in it to win it no matter what. The second thing we got to do is we go back to our leads a week. We got 8 leads a week, right? Now that becomes a commitment to get 8 leads. That's your job on a part-time basis, to generate 8 leads a week. So I told him, I said, what's the difference between success and failure? That difference is Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, right? You have, 5 leads. Your goal was 8 leads, but it's Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock and you have 5 leads. What you do in that moment will determine your success. Now, average person, non-successful people, when they hit Friday at 4 o'clock, their friends are texting going, hey, we going out tonight? We're doing a party tonight. Oh, I got to get home and go dinner with the friends. We're going to do this, whatever, or you're going to buckle down and you're going to get 3 more leads, because that's your goal to accomplish it. Do you know, for the first probably, 3 or 4 years, I worked 7 days a week. Saturday was the best day, because I would go out there and I'd have 3 or 4 or 5 appointments that day, and I get 2 or 3 contracts myself, because no one else did. Everyone else was just hanging out or doing whatever, and I was out there meeting sellers, getting contracts, and doing deals. So the bottom line is you got to do what most other people won't do. And most people, they get to Friday, it's 4 o'clock, everyone's hanging out, happy hour. I got 5 leads. Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, right? And then they go through the weekend, they don't do it. They come back and they go, oh, I'll just do it next week. Successful people get it done. Or they say, you know what, I'm working Saturday. I'm not going to go hang out by the pool party or do whatever, go skiing or whatever. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get it done. Why? Because I made a commitment. Now, if you do that, then I'm telling you, success will submit to you. Why? Because you grabbed it by the neck and you said, "Oh, I'm gonna have success at whatever it takes." And then all of a sudden, success is like, "Okay, I got it." Okay, and then what happens is they release everything, and next thing you know, you get leads, deals, contracts, and everything starts to roll toward you. So I hope that helps. And if you want to go out there and crush it, in this market, the opportunity is now. It's easier to do deals when the market corrects versus right now. So if you have any suggestions, leave the comments below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And here's a video I'll leave you right here that you can watch. Talks about how to go out and crush it in the current real estate environment and turn this hobby, this business, into an incredible amount of income where you can make six figures a year, or even six figures a month, is definitely possible. So hit the like button if you could, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.